Welcome to Mindful Living with Nurse Stacy, the podcast where we explore simple, soulful ways to live with more balance, more peace, and joy. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into a topic that I think we all have struggled with at some point: cravings. I want to talk about breaking the craving code. So let me paint a picture for you. It's late at night, the house is quiet, and you've had a good dinner. You're not truly hungry, but suddenly you have to have something sweet or something salty. You head to the kitchen, grab a cookie or some chips, and before you know it, you're thinking, why can't I stop? What's wrong with me? If you've ever been there, guess what? You know it. You're not alone. Cravings can feel so powerful, and sometimes we beat ourselves up for not having enough willpower. But what if those cravings weren't about weaknesses at all? What if they're actually your body's way of sending you an important message? Today, we're going to decode those messages. And by the end of this episode, you'll understand what is really behind your cravings and how to nourish your body in a way that brings peace and balance instead of guilt and frustration. So there's a science behind cravings. Yep, cravings got a science. They're not just random. They're signals from your body and brain that something is out of balance. Think of your body like a car when the warning light comes on. It's not there to annoy you, it's there to get your attention. Cravings are like that warning light. They're saying, hey, something needs care here. So here's what's happening behind the scenes. When you eat sugary or processed foods, your blood sugar rises quickly and your brain releases dopamine, that feel good chemical that makes you feel rewarded. The problem is your body then releases insulin to bring that sugar back down. And sometimes it drops so low you're left tired, irritable, and craving sugar all over again. That's why you can have a cookie and then suddenly feel like, I need another one. It's not about willpower, it's literally your biology working in a loop. So, understanding this is powerful because it shifts you out of self blame and into curiosity. So, when you notice a craving, instead of thinking, I'm weak, you can think, my body's telling me something. So, how can we have balance, or how can we balance hunger naturally? One of the best ways to calm cravings is by eating meals that truly satisfy your body's needs. Imagine your body has three best friends it relies on to feel balanced. Those three best friends are protein, fiber, and healthy fats. When all three are present, your body feels stable, calm, and nourished. Protein is like the steady friend who helps keep your energy even throughout the day. Fiber is a comforting friend that fills you up and keeps your digestion smooth. And healthy fats are the wise friends who helps your body feel safe and signals when it's time to stop eating. When one of these friends is missing, your body starts looking for a quick fix, and that often leads to craving or when cravings show up. Now, picture this: you have a warm bowl of quinoa topped with black beans, creamy avocado slices, and some sauteed greens. That kind of meal sends your body a clear message: you're taken care of. And when your body feels taken care of, cravings naturally start to fade. So, how do you feel when cravings or when you're having cravings? What is really missing? Sometimes cravings are your body's way of pointing to a missing nutrient. For example, if you ever crave chocolate intensely, it might not be just about chocolate. It could be your body saying, I need magnesium. On the other hand, if you crave red meat or even ice, that could be a sign that you need more iron. How about those constant carb cravings? Sometimes your body is asking for the B vitamins to help with energy and metabolism. The beautiful thing is, when you start giving your body what it truly needs through whole, nourishing foods, those intense cravings can quiet down naturally. So instead of fighting against your cravings, you actually listening to them and you're responding to them with care. So there's two simple things that make a huge difference in cravings, and they're hydration and sleep, and they're often overlooked. So first off, let's talk about hydration. Thirst can feel a lot like hunger. Sometimes when you think you're craving a snack, your body is actually saying, I need water. So next time a craving hits, try drinking a glass of water first and waiting a few minutes. You might be surprised at how often those cravings just disappear. Now let's talk about sleep. When you don't get enough rest, your hunger hormones gets completely out of balance. One hormone called ghrelin, it makes you feel hungry and that ghrelin hormone goes up. And then another hormone called leptin, which tells you you're full, and that hormone goes down. And to top it off, your stress hormone, cortisol, rises, driving you to seek out quick energy like sugar and junk food. So, poor sleep creates the perfect storm for cravings. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself isn't to resist the craving, it's to take a nap or go to bed early. How about that? So, let's explore mindful nourishment. And so, here is where mindfulness comes in. I love talking about mindfulness. When you pause and really check in with your body, you can tell the difference between true hunger and emotional cravings. So, next time you feel a craving, try this simple practice. Just stop for a moment. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. And then ask yourself, am I physically hungry or am I looking for some comfort, looking for connection or rest? This simple pause helps you make choices that align with what your body's actually needing. And even if you still choose to have that snack, you're doing it with the awareness instead of doing it on autopilot. When you start listening to your cravings with compassion instead of judgment, they become a powerful tool for self care instead of a source of shame. So, there's some simple ways to calm cravings. So, let's talk about a few simple, loving ways to satisfy cravings without feeling deprived. When you have a sweet tooth or when your sweet tooth hits, try something naturally sweet like frozen grapes or juicy dates with almond butter. If you're craving something crunchy or salty, roasted chickpeas or lightly salted edamame can be incredibly satisfying. And for those moments when you want something creamy and indulgent, blend up a banana and freeze it for a quick, nice cream, topped with a few walnuts. These aren't rules, they're just gentle swaps that help you meet your cravings halfway while still nourishing your body. So I just want to say cravings are not your enemy, they're messages guiding you toward balance and guiding you towards care. By eating nourishing meals, staying hydrated, getting enough rest, and practicing mindfulness, you can create a relationship with food that feels peaceful and empowering. So, this week, I want to encourage you to try one thing you've heard today. Maybe it's drinking more water, or adding more protein and fiber to a meal, or simply pausing to breathe when the craving hits. And if you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend, share it with a family member who's been struggling with cravings, and invite them to listen along with you. If you'd like to go deeper, keep an eye out for my free cravings guide coming soon. We'll be exploring ideas a little bit further. And remember, you are not at war with your cravings. They're simply a language your body uses to tell you what it needs. And now, you started learning to speak to that language and with love and with understanding. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So go ahead, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends, like I said. And until next time, take care of yourself. Stay mindful. Keep nourishing both your body and your soul.